Hey guys, so we're going to go ahead and get started with today's lesson. We're going to keep going with chapter 5. So the first thing you want to do is make sure you have your Dreamweaver document open along with this video. You can put them on both sides of your screen. Remember that over here on the right in the Files panel, you're just going to choose your H drive. Then you're going to go ahead and find the folder that you have saved your document in. So Publishing and Graphics and your Dreamweaver folder. And then you should see all of your pages like I can see over here. Now remember that with this video you can stop and play it whenever you need to, so if you feel like you missed a direction, please do stop it. Okay, so we're starting today with the navigation bar and the Spry menus, and so this PowerPoint is in the outbox if you'd like to take a look at it, but I will be showing it periodically in the video. So the first thing is you want to create a visual appeal using images rather than text. So if we look back at our Dreamweaver activity, rather than having these hyperlinks this way, we can use images, so that way it looks a little bit nicer. And we can reuse the same navigation bar just by simply copying and pasting it from every site. And we'll just place it in the same location every time so it's easy to load and easy to find. Now, when you're making a Spry menu, which is what we're going to be making today for our navigation bar, you want to make 4 different states. Your up state is going to be when the pointer is not on the element, so when you go to a web page and you're looking at the menu bar. Your over image is going to be when the pointer is on top of it, so you're hovering over that button to see if something else is underneath it or whether you're going to click on it. The down image is when you actually click on the element itself. And then overall down is when the pointer is over the element and it already has been clicked. So those are our 4 different states. All right, and so we're going to go ahead and begin by getting on the SPA page. So if you don't have it open already, go ahead and go back to Dreamweaver, and you want to open up your SPA page. You're going to select the banner on the SPA page, and then you're going to press your right arrow key on your keyboard so that your cursor is blinking, and you can see mine blinking here. You're going to hold Shift and Enter to insert a line break, and then we are going to go ahead and put in the Spry menu. So what you want to do is you want to look for the Insert panel over on the right. Remember that if you click on Insert, it will make the Insert panel become visible. You want to click the drop-down menu for Common, and you want to click Spry. So again, this is a little different. On the Insert panel, Common, and you're going to choose Spry. Then, if you scroll through the Spry options, you will see Spry menu. And so here it is, Spry menu bar. And so I can click on that, and it's going to ask me if I would like a horizontal or a vertical layout, and I'm going to stick with horizontal, so I'm going to say OK. And now you can see how these items have popped up onto our screen. So what we want to do is we want to type menu in the menu bar text box on the property inspector. So if you look down here in the properties inspector, you see menu bar 1, and we are going to change that to menu. Then notice that item 1 here is selected, and it says item 1 over here in the text box. And so we can delete item 1 and we can change it so that it says what we want. So home. And let me scroll back up here so we can look at the navigation bar, and now you can see how it is putting it in. You could also click inside and type it in yourself. So maybe item 2, whatever that is, you could type that in. But what we want to do is we really want to work with this home button. So if you can't see that properties inspector anymore, go ahead and click on Spry menu bar menu, and that's right above the home, and it's in blue. And here you see home with item 1.1, 1.2, and 1.3. You are going to select item 1.1, and then you're going to click the remove menu item from the sub-menu that you have here. So if you just look above, you have this minus sign, and if you click on it, it removes 1.1. And we are going to do the same thing to 1.2 and 1.3. Then you want to click on the Browse for the File button next to Link. So over here on the right, you find Link, and you see Browse. And so we're going to click on that Browse button, and we want to link it to our index page because that is our home page. So we click Index, and we say OK. Now you want to click to place your insertion point to the right of the menu bar. So to the right of the menu bar, we're going to click so we can see our insertion point. And then we're going to hit enter. And actually that put it down too low, so let's back it up, and there you go. Now your horizontal line is below your menu bar, and your menu bar is right underneath the banner. All right, so the next thing we want to do is we want to keep repeating these steps so that we can add in all of our pages. So our item 2 is our About Us. And again, you could simply click inside and type About Us, and we can do that this time, About Us. And then if you click on this little blue menu bar, it shows it at the bottom, and when you click on About Us, you'll see that there is actually no sub-menus here. For the link, we're going to browse, and we're going to choose our About Us page and say OK. So that way, this button is linking to your About Us page. We're going to continue doing this for our cafe page. So let's go to the next one, item 3. And over here in the text, we're going to name this Sand Crab Cafe. And then we will link it to our cafe page. We're going to delete the submenus that you see here. This message pops up, say OK. And so you're just going to delete all of those submenus. All right, so now we're down to the spa page, so item 4. And this is going to be called the Sea Spa. And we're going to link it to the spa page. And you can see that there are no submenu items. So let's say that we do want to add another item though here for our regular menu. We can click the plus sign here, and it's going to give us an untitled item. And we're going to name that Activities. And we're also going to link it to Activities and say OK. And now we're going to do cruises, so the plus sign, text box over here, cruises, and then we will link it to our cruises page. And our last one is fishing. And we will link that to our fishing page. So now up here at the top, you should see your whole Spry menu and how it looks. And you can go ahead and do a Control-S to save. Say OK to any messages that pop up. And then go ahead and preview that in the browser so that way you can see what it looks like. And so here you can see as I hover over, they look blue, which is a nice little effect here. And then if I click on About Us, it takes us to the About Us page. Now what you're going to notice though is we don't have that same menu anywhere else. So we're going to go ahead and exit out of the browser. All right, so now what we want to do is we want to copy this onto other pages. So we are going to click the Spry menu bar and then the menu tab. So you want to click on Spry menu bar menu tab, this little blue tab right here that you see. And so then what we're going to do is we're going to click on the edit menu bar, and then we're going to click copy. And so it's copying that whole menu bar. So now over here on the right, you can double click on activities, and then you can select the original menu bar, and then you can go to edit, and then you can go to paste. And you can see that it'll paste it right in there. Now, if you're noticing that the horizontal bar again is up there and you hit Shift Enter, that'll make it go back down. Or if you hit Enter, that'll make it go down as well. So you can see that mine is now down below it, unlike the previous one. All right, and so now we're going to keep doing this. I'm going to do a Control-S to save. And then we are going to go ahead and open up Any other pages, so index page, here's my index page, and I'm going to highlight that, and I'm going to say edit paste. Oh, I must have not gotten it selected, so I'll come back, edit copy, highlight it, edit paste. Okay, there it is. It didn't delete the old one, so I can manually delete that myself. And then here after the menu bar, oh, getting too many things to pop up. There we go. And I can do an enter to get that underneath. All right, and then you just want to keep doing this. Now I noticed that my horizontal rule is not there. So if I were to go to common on the insert tab, I could find that horizontal rule, and I might have lost it when I inserted that. But you can simply reinsert that by going to common and then clicking horizontal rule. Okay, and so I'm going to do a Control S to save, and I want to save these pages. Control S. All right, and so now let's go ahead and preview our home in the browser, preview. And you want to make sure it expands all the way out so you can see it. Now I know this is a little off center, and we're going to fix that a little bit later when I return, so don't worry about that right now. Just worry about the fact that it is working, and remember some of your pages are blank because we haven't finished everything. But so when you click on items, you do go to those pages though, so you can see how that is working. All right, that's it for today. If you're done, use the rest of the period to do a study hall, and I will see you guys on Monday. Have a great weekend.